Good afternoon. Came across this on the old Twitter. It's kind of a mind warp because although JLR hasn't been convicted necessarily yet for his pending situations, you've got a guy here that works for the Cold Case Foundation. He's had some of his own issues with the Crow case and that judgment, putting the wrong person in jail, voice stress test analyzers, all the things. And to see him donating money to JLR, what's perplexing about it is that as an ex-officer or a long arm of the law, I guess you're supposed to, and maybe cops don't necessarily believe that suspects are innocent before proving guilty. I think that maybe as a civilian, the protocol changes because now you live a life where you could potentially become a juror. And so in your professional life, you think everybody's guilty and you just try to throw them away. In your private life, you have to probably adhere to more of the foundational sense of what criminal justice does. However, if you strip all of that away from it, what you realize is that this gentleman, he's been very outspoken about Chief Nanos or Sheriff Nanos, whichever he is. He's been very outspoken about the fact that he believes that Nanos isn't doing everything he should be doing. I don't know if he is or he isn't, but I know that investigative things are a process. They're not an event. And that I also know that the interview room, they've been very outspoken about what they feel like their opinion can be. And it's just all very troubling. But if you strip all of the criminal justice stuff out of the way, what you have is a guy who has, in my opinion, I guess some convoluted beliefs that he feels something should be one way when in actuality it's another way, and that he's supporting financially the fund for lawyerisms for JLR. It's super interesting because wound up in what it looks like immediately is that, stay the course, guys. This money that you are raising now is going to go towards your civil defense, right? I never realized what was the whole idea of getting in trouble and then using other people's money to get out of it, especially for channels that obtain, fairly sizable revenue for their channels, right? It's appropriated in a way where people have that YouTube has that interactive quality, right? You can't go on Netflix and make, Eddie Murphy do something, but you can come here and you can support the right causes or the wrong causes. And while you're supporting these causes, the super chats flash up in their colors and, they look a certain way. And it's also a way that some people use that economic system to be popular. What you're actually doing in addition to that is you're using the YouTube economy to support a cause or an idea or, a movement. And I just feel like this probably won't age well. When you get down to it, it's going to probably be compartmentalized in a way like, well, I wasn't sending money to support the situation with Magnolia. I was sending money being outspoken against the situation in Tucson when it comes to Nancy Guthrie and the issues around that, right? So stay the course, son, stay the course. I hope any of that made sense, because it's such a perplexing situation. When I came across it, it was like, it's like your eyes were playing tricks on you. You're looking at it and you're like, it's like a very abstract piece of art. And you're just like, when I look at it again, you get a whole nother angle in the way you think about it or the way you feel about it. And it's just strange, right? Understanding that these two have some history, right? With the whole JLR out in Moscow, Idaho. You also had the interview room. He was out there and he's watching this white Kia and he swears this white Kia. Every case this guy swears that some synchronicity is actually what it is. Going back to Nomadic Track with the Gabby Petito situation, everything with this guy is a synchronicity, right? All the way back to his days with the Crow case. And even some involvement that he had with the West Memphis 3. The dude just, his radar is off. His radar is off. And that's just really my opinion about the situation. Anyways, y'all have a great day.